The injured man had woken up. Against all medical logic and Lu Qianzhen's professional skepticism, a peanut-sized beginner healing pill had pulled someone back from the edge of death. The claw marks on his back visibly closed up, scabbed over, and healed in real time. Lu Qianzhen stared. Her expression said, "This defies everything I know." Within minutes, the man who had been half dead was on his feet, lively as a dragon, bouncing like nothing had happened. Jun Changxiao's eyes immediately lit up with a very different kind of excitement. I'm rich, 1 contribution point, 1 pill. A man saved from death's doorstep. The profit margins on this were insane. In the martial world, injuries were basically a daily occurrence. A pill this powerful, people would pay fortunes for it. Jun Changxiao could practically see the gold coins raining down. He flew open the system panel with trembling hands, ready to exchange every last contribution point for healing pills, and found 4 devastating words at the bottom of the listing. Purchase limited to 1 per month. He sat down on the ground. The sound his soul made leaving his body was audible. The balloon of his beautiful future had just been stabbed by a single sentence. He crashed back to earth with maximum impact. Of course, he muttered through gritted teeth, the main quest is already impossible. The system wouldn't just hand me a money-printing bug. He accepted his fate. He looked up to share his grief with the injured man he had just saved, and the man was gone. Completely, without a trace, vanished. Not even a thank you note. Gone, Jun Changxiao nearly toppled over. 1 precious contribution point, spent on a stranger who walked away without a single word of gratitude. Lu Qianzhen watched him process this emotional blow and delivered her verdict. Sect leader, I advise you to be a bad person. Good people in the falling star continent rarely end well. Jun Changxiao's temper flared. I refuse to believe there's no conscience left in this world. Lu Qianzhen's eyes shifted, and the temperature around her dropped noticeably. Some people's conscience, she said slowly, has long been eaten by dogs. Jun Changxiao went very still. That wasn't a casual remark. That was something personal, something deep. He decided, once again, never to ask about her past. He stared at the sky for a long moment. Then, quietly, something shifted in him. This wasn't Earth. Different world, different rules. Since I've come to the falling star continent, he declared with a firm gaze, from today onwards, I follow the rules of this world. And the rules of this world could be summarized in 4 words. The strong are respected, simple, brutal, clear. Ding, congratulations, hidden mission complete. Reward, 10 contribution points. Jun Changxiao froze. There's a hidden mission. Apparently, simply realizing the laws of this world counted as completing a secret objective the system had never told him about. Contribution points, now at 14. Chaos rewards comprehension, apparently. The system cheerfully informed him there were actually 4 types of missions: main, side, hidden, and epic. Jun Changxiao had been playing on hard mode without even knowing the full menu. Epic missions, the system explained, unlocked at certain levels and offered very generous rewards, but figuring out how to trigger them was entirely up to him, to avoid destroying the balance. Jun Changxiao rolled his eyes so hard it was almost audible. He pocketed the information, pocketed the 14 points, and resumed the journey to Qingyang City. At the end of the road, a city appeared, massive, imposing. Its walls dozens of meters high, looming between heaven and earth like a crouching lion. Jun Changxiao stood before the gate, craned his neck upward, and said with total sincerity, "It's really tall." The passers-by exchanged glances of pure contempt. Unfazed, he turned to the crowd, hands on his hips, chest out. In the future, I will make the Ironbone sect more magnificent than Qingyang City. Dead silence, then, all after, explosive, unstoppable, tear-streaming laughter. The second sect leader of the Ironbone sect had just announced his ambitions at the city gate like a main character. Word spread fast, people whispered. A young man whose sect leader had been beheaded for visiting a brothel was now claiming he'd surpassed the grandest city in the county. Incredible. Lu Qianchen took several deliberate steps backward, creating maximum physical distance from Jun Changshou. Her body language screamed, "I do not know this man." Jun Changshou walked through the mockery with his head held high and chest puffed out, the natural advantage of a transmigrator with an extraordinarily thick skin. He reminded himself, strength shuts mouths. Words can't do it, begging can't do it, only power. He filed the humiliation away as fuel and kept walking. They reached the recruitment grounds on the west side of the city, a massive martial arts field packed with colorful banners from dozens of sects. Great Saber Sect, Golden Dragon Gang, Tiger's Hell Sect, and more. Young men and women were circling the stalls with their parents, asking the classic recruitment questions. How many disciples? What level of martial arts? What can I achieve here? Jun Changshou whispered, "This isn't a sect recruitment. This is a job fair." Lu Qianchen quietly pointed out that they needed their own stall. Jun Changshou surveyed the field and spotted a gap between two eighth-rate sects, Great Saber Sect on the left, Tiger's Hell Sect on the right. "Perfect," he said, "two popular eighth-rate sects on both sides. We sit in the middle and borrow their traffic." Lu Qianchen thought about it and admitted, "It makes sense." They set up their tent, simple, small, and humble, right between two elaborately decorated, genuinely impressive stalls. The contrast was immediate and spectacular. The Great Saber Sect manager noticed first, "Which blind sect dares to set up in front of my stall?" Then the Tiger's Hell disciple looked over. "Did you eat a leper's guts?" They saw the banner, Ironbone Clan. Both men sneered at once, the sect whose founder died in a brothel escape attempt, sandwich it between two respectable eighth-rate sects. "This is a disgrace," they declared. Jun Changshou listened to every insult with a calm smile, then touched his nose and said cheerfully, "Today, I'm building my front right here. If you don't like it, come bite me or pack up your tent and get out."